So we're ready to do all the steps for solving equations. There's one addition from the ones that we had last time, and that is step 3 here, that if we have a variable on both sides of the equation, we have a procedure that we need to follow. So let's look at an equation that has a variable on both sides of the equation. Okay, we see we have an x on each side. Now if you remember, our goal is to get the x all alone. Well, we don't even have just one x. So the first thing we have to do is combine our like terms that are on different sides of the equation. And the way we do it is we go with whichever one is bigger stays where it is, and we're going to move the other one to that side by either adding or subtracting, but the opposite of the sign that's already there. Now the two x's cancel, and we have 3x plus 24 equals 0. Our goal is still to get the x all alone, so we're going to subtract 24 from both sides, and we get 3x, these cancel, equals negative 24. Divide both sides by 3, and we get x is negative 8. Second equation, 2x equals negative 2x plus 28. Now, as I said before, we've got to combine the x's so that they are on the same side as the bigger one. 2x is bigger than negative 2x. When we do, we get 4x is 28, and so divide both sides by 4, and we get x equals 7. 4's cancel. Last one of this kind, we have a 5 on each side, so we have 5 minus 5f equals negative 5f plus 5. In this case, we've got a problem because we've got the f's are the same on each side. So if we add 5f to each side, we get 5 equals 5, which is obviously true. So there's nothing we can do with that one. We would say that one has multitudinous solutions. Let's look at a slightly different problem for that one. When we solve it, let's solve these three right here. Okay, so we've got negative 2 minus 9f equals negative 5f minus 14. If you notice, negative 9 is smaller than negative 5, and so we're going to add 9f to both sides, and they cancel over here, and we get negative 2 equals 4f minus 14. Add 14 to both sides, and we get 4f is 12. Divide both sides by 4, and we get f is 3. Next equation, 3 times 2h plus 6 equals 2h, that's an h, not an x, plus 10. We have to distribute the parentheses, and we get 6h plus 18 equals 2h plus 10. We subtract 2h from each side, and we get 6h minus 2h is 4h plus 18 equals 10. Subtract 18 from both sides, and we get 4h is negative 8. Divide both sides by 4, and we get h equals negative 8 divided by 4 is negative 2. Last one. I'm going to change colors one more time. 8t plus 6 equals 5t plus 30. In this case, think about this as being a 1 in front of each of these. Well, when you distribute the 1, you can effectively just remove the parentheses. 5 is smaller than 8, so we're going to subtract 5t from each side, and we get 3t plus 6 equals 30. Our goal is to get the t all alone, so we're going to subtract 6 from each side, and we have 3t equals 24. Divide both sides by 3, and we get t is 8. So in section 2.5, we have variables on each side.